Welcome to the Beezies.
I'm Abby.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Kenzie.
Remember the college days when you were best friends with your roommates?
You would come home and talk about anything and everything together.
We miss this phase so much that we decided we needed this quality roommate time again.
So welcome to the Beezies. Come over and get cozy with your new favorite roommates.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi.
I know you.
This is our first time with video.
I know, it's so sad to see you all like through a
true.
screen instead of being able to actually be with you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you are all seeing the video. We'll see if we can be smart enough to make that work.
Yeah. Maybe we'll become YouTubers.
Yeah. That's the next iteration. That's one change coming to the podcast. Did you all know there's another change? Bet you didn't, because it was decided about 10 minutes ago.
Tell us.
We decided to change the day our podcast comes out on. So it will now be coming out on. Wait, did we actually decide Monday or Tuesday?
Let's say on the count of 3. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Monday.
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 This is how we make decisions. Just kidding. We've literally never done that before. So
Okay.
now the podcast is going to be coming out on Monday. This is happy and sad news because you're getting this episode today, but you're not going to get one next week. So sad for you. Sorry about it. But we will be back September 4th is when you will get the next episode. So hopefully it works out a little better. You have us to listen to all week for your commute or your hot girl walks or whatever.
But we'll miss you guys for that 1 week.
We will.
But we'll be back. I'm in a hurricane right now.
Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. Are
Hurricane
you like
Hillary.
stocking up on food and water and resources?
Jacob had us go and like buy some water, and all that was left was the liquid death water. So
Nice.
we have that just in case. We did drive a little bit today, and it was scary. We like passed by someone that had hydroplaned and like hit the like side of the freeway.
Oh my gosh.
But right
That's
now
so
it just
bad.
feels like heavy rain.
Is it
And
raining
I
right
don't
now?
know. Yeah, right now it's like a little bit lighter, but it's raining right now. It's been raining all day.
Wow.
That's so scary. I
Yeah.
kind of get confused when they're like, this hurricane is going to affect Arizona. And like, I don't
In
understand.
some ways, but not in like a way
Yeah.
that we imagine what a hurricane would be.
Exactly. And that's what I'm like, just say it's going to rain here. Like, we're not getting a
Right.
hurricane. California
Right.
is, and Mexico.
But we've definitely been cloudy for the last like 3 days, so it's
And
coming our
amazing.
way.
That's
It has
amazing.
been really nice. This week, we are all going to be on the hot seat. So we're going to jump into that.
Yeah.
And
We want to be able to spend as much time basically talking about each person as possible, but not take too much of your time today. So we're going to have a chance for each of us basically, to be in the hot seat, to be put in the spotlight and answer some deep dive questions that you guys have been asking, but also just that we have for each other. So that you guys get to know each of us even a little bit better than you may already think you do. But do you really?
I'm so ready.
Cool.
Who should we do first? I think we should do Abby because her name is the first in
I
the
was going to
alphabet.
say Abby.
And
Going
she's the
alphabetical
oldest.
order?
Oh.
And she's
yeah.
old.
Age order.
Excuse me. I'm not that much older than you guys.
Aren't you only wait, you two are a year apart, Abby and
I was born in
Jenny?
96. I think Jenny was born in 97.
It's true.
In my brain, you were born in 97 also.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah,
So-
I always thought you were 97.
Nope. So I am a year older than you. Yeah. But that's cool. We can start with me. That's fine.
Alrighty.
Lay it on me.
Okay. Abby Marriott. What are some new traditions you are most excited to do with Atlas? We'll start off with an easy one.
Oh, so something that I was started like a few years ago, but now that I have a kid, it makes it like a lot more interesting. Is just like every fall or every season, kind of doing a month of activities like scheduled on a calendar that's specific for that season. So like in fall, of course, we do like pumpkin picking and we decorate and we watch Halloween movies and all that stuff. And it's fun, like it was fun with just me and Andrew, but I'm really excited to get into all the fall activities with Atlas and like the Christmas
Mm-hmm.
activities and go do things with that. So that holiday calendar, yeah, I would say is like going to be a new tradition, or not a new tradition, but going to be something I think I will do every single year.
That's
It's
fun.
so
And it's
cute.
really
And
fun.
she's at a really fun age right now.
Yeah, we
She
tried to do it like
is.
the first year with her. She was like 3 months old, and it's still just like you're still doing it for yourselves.
Yeah.
Last year it was a little bit better, but still, she's like 1, so there's not much she could do. But now that she's 2, she's gonna be like having so much more fun, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
Wow.
of Atlas, who is your favorite of Atlas's friends? To be
Oh, my
controversial.
favorite of Atlas's friends, like
Yeah.
not Atlas's favorite.
No,
Your
Her
favorite.
your
favorite.
favorite.
Say your
Oh, I
favorite baby
don't
friend.
know.
It's
I
hard
can't do
because
that.
some of their parents are listening.
I know. I can't do that.
Do
She has
it.
Who do you
no.
think Atlas's favorite is then?
Currently, Atlas's favorite, it does change every day, kind of, depending on who she asks. But today, her favorite, she's been asking for James and Liam, her 2 cousins,
Mm.
a lot. Um, but the other person, she asks for Stevie, which is Kenzie, your sister's daughter, your niece. She asks for Stevie literally every single day sometimes, and wants to go to Stevie's house. So that's probably like her favorite friend
Yeah,
That's
because
I
cute.
they're
love
just
that.
cousins. But yeah,
so cute.
it's so fun to
Abby,
have kids like around the same age as her.
what would you be doing now if you didn't have a kid?
Oh, I'd probably be traveling way, way more than I do. And it's not that I don't feel like I can travel with a kid, but financially, just all your money goes to that kid that we don't save for like trips as much as we used to.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have a kid, you'd probably find me in a new state or country like every single month.
Oh, I love that.
How much
Yeah.
does like Atlas cost every month, do you think?
Um, we have set aside like $300 for her every month because um that's kind of what the government like their child care money that they give, or
Mm.
the like, I don't
It's like
really
a
know specifically,
recommendation.
the tax exemption or something is like $300 a month.
Oh,
um and it really depends on the month for expenses. It definitely increases like your food bill, and then you have to buy like clothing for them every like 3 months because they
Mm-hmm.
grow out of everything, and that's probably like $200 or $300 each time. So
That's
yeah, probably around
crazy.
there, but I don't know. I don't really calculate it out specifically for her.
What are your plans for your business?
Oh man, actually, my business is in like this weird transition point right now. Um, well, okay, I don't know if I've mentioned it too much, but just as like a little context, I am a wedding photographer and I started that business um back in like 2017. And I basically have been doing it full time since I graduated. So that was 2019. So it's now been almost 5 years at this point. Is that math right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 4.5 years. So at this point, right now, I'm kind of taking a step back because just being a working mom and a stay-at-home mom, and there's just so many things like going on that it's really hard for me to like focus and dedicate the time that I want to it. And then I just feel really like inadequate as both a mom and a business owner. So it's been a lot. But currently, the direction I'm going in is that I'm going to be associate shooting with another photographer under an elopement photographer who lives in like Washington, I think. I can never remember if it's Washington or Oregon.
I think it's Oregon
Okay, sure.
for the uncharted one is what you're talking about,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes. So I'm working with this photographer as her Arizona contact. She used to live in Arizona. Now she doesn't. And so she still gets a lot of Arizona inquiries. And so basically, I'm the one who photographs all her Arizona elopements. And that is like really nice because then I don't have to do any of the office work that you would typically do, like the editing, the planning, or anything like that. I just show up on the day. I get to spend the day with the couple, and then I get to go home and hand off the photos.
That's
So it's a
awesome.
lot less responsibility. Um, so I'm saying no to a lot more things, being very picky if people come to me and ask me for jobs, um, to try to give myself a lot of that, like, step away from the business part of it, because that's the part that takes more of a toll on me, whereas the actually photographing part is the part that I love and I'm like not
Yeah.
ready to give up. So that's where I'm at right now with it.
That's so
We'll
exciting.
see what happens after we test that out this year.
I feel like that'll be nice to like give you some time back though to do like what you love.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just all that stuff that I don't love. The part of running a business just becomes so much of a stress and like a weight that it's really hard to like find it enjoyable
Yeah,
anymore,
right.
because the more you shoot, the more work it is for you in the end. And then
Right.
you're just like in this never ending cycle of it piling up.
And
So,
especially for like a creative person, you want to like still en- enjoy your craft. And
yeah,
so you don't want to like lose
exactly.
that passion.
Because that's when the times when you are feeling creative, like that's going to be more in the downtime. But if you're like stressed all the time, overworked, everything like that, like you're losing that creativity. So
Mhm.
I definitely felt that, and definitely wanted to make a change about that before it got too bad.
That's so exciting. That kind of leads into a question someone had for you actually. A compliment
Hmm.
first. Easily one of the most creative people I know.
Oh,
Where do you draw your inspiration?
wow. Well, thank you. Personally, I don't know if I really am creative or if I just like to copy things from other people. Um, I love to like work with my hands and do things that are creative, but in terms of like my brain coming up with things, it's really, really hard for me. So I don't really know. I love to make Pinterest boards, honestly, and just like try to find things that give me inspiration, less about like what I want to compare to and more just like a feeling or emotion, that I want to try to convince. And then I've obviously done like a lot of studying and like education with photography, especially with like that's what I went to school for and everything. And so I just tried to like bring all of that knowledge that I have in and like mix it with the feelings that I want to like portray. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
But I
love
don't know, I
that.
just like to copy things sometimes too.
We all love a good Pinterest board.
Take the easy way out, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Do you ever like get annoyed at questions for you that are about being a mom? Like, do you ever feel like I'm more than a mom? Like, does that ever happen for
Um,
you?
yes and no. Like I love talking about Atlas because obviously she is like the majority of my life. Like being a mom is basically what I do every single day. So if nobody asked me questions about that, I feel like like I feel like I would be like people would be ignoring a significant part
Mhm.
of me and
Mhm.
like they're missing something that is important to my life.
Mhm.
But it's not like everything that I am, obviously. And I do and like think about and have so many more interests more than being a mom. So if that's like all anybody ever asks me, I'm like, cool. So all I'm worth is like Atlas's mom. That's it. That's all that
Yeah.
I'm worth in this world. Cool. So it's like half and half,
Mhm.
if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
it does.
Because it's a full time to take care of a child, and so, like and I think in general, like, mothers often go unnoticed, and
Yeah.
so, like, I see what you're saying that, like, it's good to talk about it because you deserve that, like, that praise and
Yeah.
that attention for being her full-time, like, caregiver.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like a lot of work. And yeah, I do it literally every single day. So obviously it is a big part of my life. And I love her and I love talking about her and I'm proud of her and I try not to be the mom who like brags about their kid all the time, but I definitely have that tendency too.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think you should. Um, what book are you currently reading or
um
have you read recently that you really liked?
I'm actually yeah, so I'm not reading a book right now cuz I just finished this book called Practice Makes Perfect. It was the second book out of like a series so far. The first one was called When in Rome and it was so cute and I loved it. And I just bought the Summer I Turned Pretty series
Mhm.
because I
I
couldn't like not read the books after that season finale. So that's going to be my next read is reading that series. And I'm so excited.
I almost ordered them the other day, but then it was like, they're gonna be here in December, and I was like,
Oh,
I need to go and look
they're
at a
popular
store.
right now.
Yeah. The set like literally said will be here in November. I was like, okay, but if I buy each book individually, will it be here tomorrow? And the
Yep.
answer is and it
Yep.
was only an extra $5, so I was like, worth it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I also looked, maybe you did too, literally the night of the finale. So I was like, of course, they're like sold out right
Yeah,
now.
of course. Like everybody is wanting it, so I'm excited though.
Jeremiah's so hot.
Ever
Um,
since I've seen the TikToks though, where people are like, he's like the blue eye filter or the bold
mhm.
Yeah.
glitter filter.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like can't get that out of my mind.
He just is like too perfect. It's hard to look at because it makes you like uncomfortable
Oh my
almost.
gosh, I was thinking that this morning. I was like, I actually couldn't be with someone like that because I'd be
Mhm.
insecure all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Constantly.
Can't be prettier than me, you know?
Literally.
100%. Um, Abby, what is your biggest insecurity, if any?
Oh. Oh.
If any.
I didn't
Interesting.
wanna put that on her that she had
Do you have
insecurities.
insecurities
We
or do you think you're
know.
perfect? My biggest insecurity. Oh, okay. Well, one of my biggest insecurities that I have had basically since I was like in high school, and to give a little context, I really struggled to have friends like through junior high, high school, elementary school. I felt like everybody never wanted to be my friend. And I'd literally like chase people down on the playground and pretend that we were
Oh.
playing tag, but it was literally just me trying to play with them. Um,
Oh.
so I don't ever feel like people enjoy or like want to be around me as much. And my biggest insecurity about that is like if people do get to know me, they meet me, they think I'm cool, whatever, funny, she's outgoing, she's fun, like great. And then if we hang out more and more and more, that they're going to be like, oh, she's annoying. She's boring. She's like too excited. She's too over the top.
Mhm.
Like, I can't handle her. Like, she never shuts up. So I'm always afraid that like people who are already like my friends actually don't like being around me
Mhm.
because they realize after the fact that I'm like too weird for them or something like that.
Not weird enough for
No, I
Yeah.
feel
us.
that so hard.
And it literally wasn't until like I met you guys and we all became friends and obviously we're like still friends that I felt like any sort of like true group of like friendship because of that. So definitely better now that I have you guys. But
Alrighty, one final question for you, Abby. What song describes your life right now?
okay, so I don't know if there's a particular song that like directly comes to mind, but I more just think about what I've been listening to recently and how it all feels like summer to me, and my
Mm.
mindset is summer, like I am summer, like I'm just in that era. So the song that describes me or like the music is, I just feel like Taylor Swift. That's
Mhm.
all I've been listening to since March.
Yep.
Everything.
Yeah.
And that's just like the soundtrack that runs through my head as I live my life. Specifically right now, I think I'm super vibing with Lover, which is a little shocking because it used to be my least favorite album, but I think I'm in my Lover era right now. So
I love
Wow.
that.
yeah,
Love it.
Thanks.
She's a
Thanks for being on
lover.
the hot seat.
it feels nice to get off. Get home.
uh, Before we go to Jenny, did y'all watch Men Tell All this week?
No.
I watched like half of it.
Okay. Sean at one point, this isn't a spoiler or anything, but he like invites himself into the hot seat.
Oh no.
And like he's like going to just say something to oh my gosh, why can't I remember her name? Charity. And he's like, "Can I actually just come up there?"
Oh
And they're like,
no.
and then he just like walks up and sits down and like just he just like compliments her. Like it was not anything crazy. And then he like goes and sits back down and um whatever his face, the host is like, never had someone invite themselves up before. That was interesting. It
Interesting.
That
was
is
so
so embarrassing.
I feel like he, from
yeah.
what I saw already, I feel like he's just really trying to. Well, no, Paradise would have been over already. I thought it's like it felt like a Paradise audition to me,
Yeah.
but
It
I don't
was
know.
rough. I was miserable watching it, honestly.
Weird. No, I need to watch that like tonight probably.
Jenny, you're so
Hi.
smart.
Thank
Where do you get your
you.
motivation?
You didn't even
Um,
give her a chance to sit in the hot seat.
yeah,
You just
myself didn't even have a chance
You're
jumped
to
in it.
right
sit
into it.
down.
Yeah.
You are the hot
Um,
seat now.
Let me think. I don't know. I feel like I was called dumb, like, all of my life. Like, everyone always assumed I was really dumb, and, like, I wasn't the smart one in the family, and I didn't do well in high school, and then I just got to college and I was like, "Oh, it's not that hard to actually do well in things." And I was just like, "I wanna, let people know," but not even let people know. I just like to, I just like to learn, and
Yeah.
then I think in
Mhm.
college I became a little bit competitive with, like, myself in learning, and I like to get, like, the highest I can and,
Yeah.
like, just learn as much as I can and do as well as I can, and, like, people are surprised when they find out I'm a little bit smart. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like you're
There's
quiet
no
about it.
motivation.
Like some smart people can be so in your
Oh my
face about their
gosh, yeah.
smartness, but you like just come out of nowhere because you're so quiet about
And
It's
because
a
'cause I'm
very
just quiet in
humble.
general.
Yeah.
it. You're just humble. You're just humble, okay?
I'm just whispering under my breath all the time, smart things.
So now that you've spent some time, and by some time I mean a week in law school, so far is your first or your sorry, let me re-say this question. Now that you've been in law school for a little while, a week, what is the best and worst part of law school?
Okay. Best part, I've been in it for a week and I'm like, "Okay, I do enjoy this." Like, I didn't make the wrong decision. I like what I'm learning and how
Mhm.
it all works. Like, I'm enjoying it. The worst part so far is that there's, like, 300 of us, and it literally feels like high school.
Yeah,
Like
it's so
Oh.
small.
like, we all had the same lunch hour and you're, like, in the courtyard, so it's, like, super anxiety inducing and, like, people are in
Yeah.
groups, but, like, everyone's still meeting each other, but it's still so, like, weird,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, it's just, like, so awkward and having to meet people and, like, form groups, I don't know, it's just literally high school right now, and I hate that.
Interesting. Is that, like, in the graduating class, or is that, like, the whole law school?
It's just my class.
Okay.
Like, the whole law school is, like, probably 900. There's,
That's
like,
still
300 in each
so
class.
Yeah.
small.
I
Well, and it's
know,
hard
so it's
too
scary.
because, like, you also want to meet people and have friends because, like, you need, like, study groups and stuff like that, so it's like,
Uh-huh.
you can't just, like, I feel like in college, I could totally get away with, like, just doing my own thing, not talking to anyone
Right.
really, but in a situation like that, like, you do need to meet people still, and so it's,
Yeah.
like, almost more stressful.
It's so awkward, and, like, it's just so weird, and I was telling this to Jacob, it's kind of like in other grad school, everyone like in med school and other things, everyone kinda knows like, you're a little nerdy, so, like,
Mm,
everyone's, like, nice, everyone's whatever. Not that people haven't been nice here, but, like, in law school, there's still, like you can be, like, cool or, like, you can be a
Yeah.
nerd, like, it's just not, like it's
Mhm.
science, I don't know, it's just really interesting.
hmm.
So, yeah.
Um, Speaking of Jacob, how has it been living away from your husband for the last 2 weeks? I know he's been coming on the weekends, but how has that
Yeah.
transition been?
It's been fine, honestly, like, this last year, I've spent a lot of time away from him just going on vacations, trying to live life, and,
Mhm.
like, he'll leave today and won't be back till September, but it's been fine, like, I'm so busy during the day, and he's
Mhm.
so busy with his residency that it's just like, I just FaceTime him at the end of the night, and it's kinda whatever. Like, the saddest part is just when he leaves, then I'm, like,
Yeah.
sad again, but then it's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, whatever." Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
That would be hard.
It's
Props to
almost good,
you.
though, that you're able to, like, have that dedicated time where you, like it's almost like dating
Totally.
again, where you actually romanticize the time that you have together, and then
That's
you can
true.
focus on your own thing when you're apart.
That's so true.
Hmm.
Ooh, another best part is that I live by the beach, and I ran by the beach, and I saw dolphins.
Oh my
Ooh,
Oh,
gosh.
that is
that
magical.
would be so fun to run by the beach.
I know.
That
Feel like
kind
a
of goes
butterfly.
into this other question, that I have for you, but, like, what are some things outside of law school that you are excited to do, like, while you're back in LA?
Literally was most excited to run by the beach, and I've been doing that in the mornings, and it is major vibes. I'm excited to literally just be able to go outside because you
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
that in Phoenix, it's so freaking hot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
Seriously.
like, I just get to sit outside and it feels so freaking good. And I hope that I see Kim Kardashian, I wanna see celebrities. Someone in my class already saw a celebrity, I forgot which one, but that's what I'm most excited for.
I
That's
would love that.
crazy that something like that could be so normal.
I know.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
What is a piece of art, song, movie, art, whatever, that has literally pierced your soul?
Literally pierced my soul.
Yeah, like there is a
Um,
hole in your soul now because of it.
the other week, I was listening to a song called "Another Love," which I feel like everyone's probably heard at one point. It's like, another love," and I always thought that was a lit
Mm,
song, but then I listened to the lyrics, and it was so sad because he's talking about how he can't love his current partner as much as he wishes because his previous love broke his heart,
Mm,
and that made me
Mm.
sad.
that is so
So,
sad.
yeah,
That's
listen to that
emotional.
song. And also listen to that song and think of yourself in a relationship with Harry Styles, and that heart breaks.
Yeah.
You just know you'll never love someone like you love Harry.
Yeah.
Honestly, true.
That's life.
Mhm.
That's
Uh-huh.
life. Every human goes through that, you know?
That's the plight of
Exactly.
being a woman.
Mm.
Mhm.
What's your hottest take? Piping
I
hot.
feel like I have so many, but I can't even think of any. My hottest take, I think, is that I support cancel culture, or I don't care about cancel culture.
Oh.
Oh,
Like, I
wait.
just don't think people actually get canceled. Like, everyone's always like, "I hate cancel culture,"
Mm.
and I'm like, "I honestly don't care." Like,
Oh, okay. You're, like, not mad about cancel culture.
yeah,
Can I
like,
s
I don't think
Oh, sorry.
yeah, what? Go on.
No, please, I interrupted.
No,
Keep
I
going, Jenny.
wanted to hear what you're gonna say.
Um, Trisha Paytas once said that you only get canceled if you go away after a scandal,
Yeah.
and, like
Mm.
and I think that's so true, like, if you
Exactly.
disappear, then you're canceled, but how many people come back stronger than ever? Look at freaking Travis
Literally.
Scott, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he just
Yes.
has never shut up at all the past 3 years, and people still love him.
I
Exactly. Like,
agree
I
with
think
that.
it's not a thing. Like, unless you're and it like, some people
It's
should be
just
canceled.
capitalism.
Yeah. I just don't believe it.
True. Yeah, I don't really think it happens.
Okay, Jenny. So, how do you feel as a woman in the Mormon church? The people wanna know.
Okay, people. How I feel is that it's hard, and you like, being a woman in regular life is already hard because it's such a patriarchal society, and then being in a religion where it's literally set up where a woman can never, like, have certain, like,
Privileges and
positions yeah,
yeah.
privileges, like, that's already, like, a subliminal, subconscious, whatever thing in the world, and, like, maybe you can get in, but when there's no chance of doing that in the church, it's hard, and just not seeing yourself in anything, everything is just so difficult. So, I don't know, it's just such a complicated, hard feeling,
Yeah.
and it's just, like, hard to explain fully. And then being a woman, like a Latino woman, is hard, which is weird because like, most of our church is actually, like, from Latin America, but, like,
Mm.
our leaders are not represented in that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's just, like, it's also not that different from just being a woman in the world, like, everything's hard all the time. So,
So, what
Yeah,
advice
that's
do you
true.
have then for women in the church?
oh my gosh, I don't like
Like, what's the message that you want other women to know?
I don't need like, I feel like it's not even something you can give advice like, if you're struggling, like, at least like, for me, having friends who had the same thoughts and same struggles is helpful because then you don't feel crazy, but I don't know. Like, it's almost something I have no advice on because it's just a struggle. Like, there's no way
Just
to
going
There's
get
through
no
through
it
it.
solution.
early.
You
Yeah,
just
there's no
struggle.
solution. Like, you hold on to the good parts you believe and, like, focus on that, I guess? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
Also, just knowing that, like, it's relatable and that, like, someone else like, if
Right.
someone's listening to this and been like, "Oh, that has been hard for me," and it's like hearing you say, like, "Yeah, it's hard." It's like, that's also helpful, that you're not
Right.
alone.
You're not alone, girlies.
We got
Mm-mm-mm.
you.
You always have your Beezies to back you up.
Where are all of the places you have lived?
Okay. I've lived in, like, adjacent to East LA. I live in the suburbs of LA. I've lived in Tucson. I've lived in Phoenix. I've lived in Denver. And now I am back in LA, but in the nice part, in Westwood, in the fancy rich part.
She's
Wow.
moving up.
Mhm.
Do you think you'll stay in LA forever?
I have no idea. I'm still not convinced. I just don't know where I'm gonna live. Like,
Mhm.
I just don't know what's gonna happen. I could see myself here. I could see myself in Phoenix. I could see myself in Miami.
I could see you in Miami.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Ending with hopefully an easy one. What's your favorite running song?
Okay. My favorite running song is a, like, DJ mix of Doja Cat's Streets, where it's, like,
Interesting.
just a fun oh, I gotta look up what it's called, but it's so lit and it gets me so pumped. It's called long pause.
When I picture you
Streets.
running, sorry, go ahead.
Streets DJ Slink remix. That
I
is my
love that.
running song.
I just picture you running, but like kind of half dancing, but like not in a weird way, but just in a like you're living your best life.
Oh my gosh, I used to be weird. Like at the gym, I would have like really empowering playlists and like I would go to the corner of the gym at the U of A and I would just like cry while running just to it was
Oh,
just to get all of my emotions out and also to feel I would cry because 'cause I'm empowered or because 'cause I'm sad or because 'cause I'm stressed and I would just let all my emotions out.
oh, that's so sad, but also so empowering. Like, that's awesome.
Honestly, it feels so good to cry at the gym.
Yeah.
There really is no better feeling, I feel like, than just after a good cry. Like,
Mhm.
once you've let out all those emotions and allowed yourself to cry, you just feel like a new person.
Yeah.
Except when you're dehydrated after crying.
Yeah, that too. And the headache that comes afterwards and, the sinus problems. Like, but really, it's not the best feeling at all.
The depression.
I love it. Give me a little depression. Well, thanks, Jenny, for being on the hot seat.
You're so welcome. Okay.
All
Who's
right, who's
next?
next? Ooh,
Brittany?
jinx.
Are we doing an age order?
I
Oh,
thought we
age
were doing it
order.
in alphabetical order, and
Oh,
then Jenny was not alphabetical to Brittany.
I thought it was age order.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
age order, so that's
Mackenzie.
Kenzie.
That's
Kenzie's like, you
me.
better not skip me.
My butt
Alrighty.
is burning.
Are you on fire? Because
Mhm.
if not, you're about to be.
Oh,
Ask You
Uh-oh.
guys can ask me all your juicy questions. Well,
okay.
Okay, well, let's
within a
start off
certain
with
range.
a juicy one. Why are you the only Beezie not married?
Harlot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. Um,
Boring old news.
um, why am I the Beezie that's not married? Because I'm it's interesting because like in this foursome we have, I think like the average age for marriage is like 21.
Yeah, it was
Y-
baby age.
So
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
in this group, I feel like ancient. I feel like sometimes I'm
yeah,
like behind and stuff. But
right.
by the world standards, I'm 25. That's still pretty young to get married. I think like
So
very
young.
young.
the average age in America for a woman is like 26 or 27. And
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's
so,
29.
oh, really? Oh, that's even better. For
you have
me, I
time.
have more time. I feel too young to get married. I just feel like a little baby girl.
You are a baby
I
girl.
love
What am
that.
I? A child bride.
Definitely with those hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby
You're one to
hands.
talk, Abby.
I know it. I know it.
Would you get
Um,
married
Ever?
in the future? Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is also like growing up, marriage had a religious connotation, and now that I'm not religious, it's like there's not that need to get married.
Yeah,
Um,
Mhm.
it's not like my boyfriend and I decided to move in with each other, and that was like a big step for us. And so I
that
don't
is a
know.
big step.
That's
I
how
think
I feel,
So
like
yes. So yes, I'm open to marriage, but like it's not a pressing need the way
yeah.
it was when
yeah,
I was 18.
It is
yeah.
interesting because the people who make the argument that like marriage is literally just a piece of paper, like you're honestly not wrong. Like, but
Yeah.
then there's also other things to it that like make it something more to other people. So it really just depends on like your perspective, I think, you know?
Right. That's all that like to me, marriage is just a piece of paper, but like
Yeah,
for if you're like LDS and you get sealed in the temple, like that's eternity. That's like a
that's
super sacred
everything.
covenant that you make.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah.
I love that.
Interessante.
Hmm.
Abby, were you going to ask a question?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I did have a question for
Oh,
Kenzie.
okay.
No, it's all good. Um, what do I want to ask? Okay, so what do you value most in life right now?
Right now I value family and like being able to get together with family because I have family members that live all of out of the country. So being able to just like be close to each other is a privilege and I'm grateful for it.
That's
Mhm.
beautiful.
I loved seeing the video of you all last night out together. Like, it made me so happy. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
it's
fun.
not even my family. I'm just happy for you.
It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
reunion every time.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's fun.
it's so fun.
Um, Mackenzie,
Hmm.
why did you leave the church?
um. First, let me say, um, my experience is my own, and I don't want to ever talk for anyone or oversimplify anything. This is just my truth. One, there are a lot of things I disagreed with. I felt that the church caused a lot of harm to many different groups of people. Um, and then I also felt a lot of shame in the church, and it caused a lot of anxiety and like scrupulosity. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. But um, leading up to it, yeah, there's just a lot I disagreed with, and I didn't want to back up an organization that caused a lot of harm.
True that.
I love
I
that.
feel
It's
that.
also
Thanks for
important to
sharing.
know that those questions literally like are so complex
Yeah,
that it's
so
Yeah.
yeah,
like
that's what I want to say.
trying
Like
to
Yes.
it's
boil it down in one
so
sentence.
complicated and
Yeah.
like I've been on both sides. I've been the person that has decided to stay in the church, and I've also been the person that's decided to leave. And no matter where you are at, it's extremely complicated. So I hope that
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm not oversimplifying anything because,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it is super hard.
Yeah.
Well, you even kind of alluded to it too, saying like straw that broke the camel's back. Like, it wasn't just one thing, or it wasn't
Yeah,
like, oh, I got offended by this one thing, or this one
Mhm.
thing I disagreed with. It's like, no, it's many, many,
yeah,
many things that lead to something like
yeah.
that.
Yep. Yeah. So that's just a little tidbit. What
You've been getting the hot questions.
what skills or hobbies do you want to learn?
Um, French. I want to get into French. Well, I
Mm.
feel like I've
Oh
talked about
yeah.
that, but also I want to get back into sewing. I wanted to
Really?
yeah,
Oh.
I'm trying to take a sewing class.
Did you used to like get back into implies that you
I
did before.
yes, but I was not very good at it. Needed my mom's help a lot. Don't you remember in college I made a
What,
shirt?
for pillows? Oh.
I made
I
pillows and I made a
Oh.
shirt.
Yes,
don't
I
know if I
remember the
remember
shirt.
this.
It was cute.
It was cute, but it was so
There's an
stressful.
earthquake right now.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, like legitimately?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah, it was little. That's so crazy.
Oh my gosh. I
You
didn't
heard
even
it
see
here
your
live.
camera.
I was gonna say
This is our clickbait now for the episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
An
Live
We
from
will be
earthquake
milking
inside an
this.
happens
earthquake.
live.
and
Our
a
hot seat
hurricane.
got so hot, there was an earthquake. Oh
Oh
my
my
Okay,
gosh.
there'll
gosh.
probably be an aftershock at some point, but I survived.
Okay. That's so
Dang.
Wow.
that's crazy. I'm sorry, I don't remember what you were talking about, Mackenzie.
Sewing. She was talking about
Oh,
sewing.
yes, the shirt.
Well,
But
Mother
don't you
Nature wanted
remember
me to stop talking about it, so we can move on.
Well,
but
I
don't you
I
remember the
do want to
pillows
know
she made
though.
us?
No, I don't remember a pillow. She
Oh,
never
she
made
made
me a
pillows that
pillow.
went on our couches.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe I remember those. So what is the thing like, what do you want to sew,
I
first?
wanna sew more clothes,
Yeah, for
but
yourself.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
That
And
sounds really weird.
maybe I could make little, like, clothes for my niece. That would be cute.
That would be so
Cute.
cute.
That'd
You
be
can make
so cute.
Atlas and Stevie
Oh my
matching
goodness, I wanna
outfits.
make them matching clothes. That's so
That would be
cute.
so
I
cute.
love that.
You could open your own baby clothes store.
Mm. And then whatever I make them, I'm gonna make an adult size of,
Oh my
so
gosh.
I can match them.
Yes.
You're gonna be the
It's like a
best aunt.
tutu with, like, Minnie Mouse on it.
That's
Oh my
amazing. She'd love a
gosh.
tutu with Minnie Mouse on it.
Okay.
What are your fave musicals and why?
I am, a theater kid from afar. Like, I'm not.
You observe.
Yeah, I observe theater. Um, and I also like, I just like the songs from musicals. I don't actually like the plot line or anything. Um, but Jesus Christ Superstar has really great songs, but I think it's technically an opera because it's
Oh.
all in song. And then also, Moulin Rouge. I'm gonna see Moulin Rouge in New York in a couple weeks. I'm so
That's
That's
so
excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
exciting. I didn't know you were going to New York.
Mhm.
That's so
solo
fun.
trip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
she's
a
going by
solo trip.
herself.
Mhm.
Actually, no, she's
I
going with multiple armed guards,
Yeah, that's
not
Yeah, yeah,
so
solo.
yeah.
true. That
You're
is
right.
so true.
Are you kinda scared to go alone? Or are
No,
you just so excited?
just so excited. I feel like the past year I've done a good amount of traveling, especially in, like, foreign countries, so
Mhm.
I feel good.
You're
She's
prepared.
Yeah,
ready.
That's
yeah.
amazing. I'm
That
so
is
excited for
so
you.
exciting.
Side note, I didn't realize that that was the difference between a musical and an opera.
Nope.
Does that mean that Hamilton is an opera too? Since
No,
it's
because
all
it has
song?
talking.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Hamilton doesn't have talking?
Same thing with Les Mis. Well, the movie version.
Oh,
They don't have
I
any
don't know.
talking. They
I'm
have, like,
just learning this for the
I
first
raps.
thought
time,
opera
so
meant, like, Italian and the type of singing.
I thought
I
it
don't know.
also meant, like, if it's all in song, that it's an opera.
I'm
Yeah,
Will
gonna
a
but
look it up.
theater kid
Hamilton
fact check me below?
dramatic work in one or more acts set to music for singers and instrumentalists. Sounds like a musical to me.
Hmm. Someone let us know
A
with
real theater
experience.
kid fact check me.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just was like, wait, I didn't realize that. I'm learning something new, so I needed to acknowledge it. An opera is primarily sung, whereas in a musical, the songs are interspersed with passages of dialogue. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. So is Hamilton an opera? That's the real question.
I don't
It
remember
Hamilton
if there
happens to be
has
an
was.
opera.
talking.
Yeah.
It
What?
just has the rap sections where they're, like, technically the whole thing is songs.
It says operas are musical for at least the majority of the performance. True, it may not have any songs in the opera genre, but true musicals have normal dialogue for at least half of the time. Therefore, Hamilton is actually an opera. I just read.
Wow, we can all say
Wow.
that we listen to opera, or that we have listened to opera.
I've been to the opera.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mackenzie,
Yeah.
do you miss me?
Yes, I
Oh.
do. I was Did Derek text you the other night?
No.
Because I was sad the other night and he was gonna text you and say like, "Oh, she
Aw.
misses you." But
Aw.
I told him not to text you. Said it
Oh,
but
well,
I don't
he
know if
listened
he
to you. He
betrayed
didn't.
my trust
He did
for a
not.
3rd
He
time.
did not. Yeah, he knows not to
For
go that far.
Yeah.
3rd time's no going back.
that would have been the end.
I want to ask Kenzie this question since you have always been a YouTube watcher, pop culture person,
Yeah.
but who is your favorite YouTuber or TikToker right now?
Right now, it's a character on TikTok. Have you guys ever seen any videos from Terry Joe?
Yes, I love Terry
I
Joe.
love I that's what I do every night is I just watch TikTok lives with Terry Joe. He's so funny. It's a gay man who's dressing up as a woman, and she's very, like, Christian and conservative and homophobic, but it's like she's so funny.
It's so
I
I need
have
to look
quite
that
never,
up.
literally never seen that before, but
Really?
that
So
sounds amazing.
is it all on TikTok Live mainly?
Yeah, well, she's
Yeah, I
done,
think it's
like
TikTok Live.
and she's done, interviews on, like, the H3 podcast,
Oh,
um,
huh.
which I watch on YouTube.
I need to look it up. I somehow landed on the side of TikTok where I get live videos of people recreating the entire Eras tour.
Oh, I
Yes.
have
And
seen
like
some of those.
outfit
Yes.
changes, people helping with the set, a
Yes.
microphone. Like I watched one last night
Uh-huh.
and I was
Have you ever
oh
seen
yeah.
her?
Oh my
I
gosh.
love her so much.
I have never seen
Yes.
her.
My favorite thing that she does is, like, when she tries to make herself have cleavage, she'll, like, push up her boobs and, like, pull down her shirt. It's so funny.
That's
I love
amazing.
that. Thanks for enlightening us on all of that.
Yeah, she's so funny.
Okay. Last question for you, Kenzie, but do you have any plans to go back to school?
Um, I feel like I kind of technically did go back to school.
I was gonna say you already got your
Yeah,
master's.
you did.
I got
Yeah.
my master's in 2021. But as of right now, no. That sounds so uninteresting. But good for you, Jenny, for going back to school.
As a teacher, do you get like your education paid for? Like if you get a master's or a PhD?
Um, maybe some of it, but
Because I feel like I always knew teachers in high school who like were getting more, like were always going to school even when they did have degrees, like
yeah.
master's degrees. And I thought maybe that was why. But also like in education, I also know you have to have sometimes like masters and PhDs in order to even teach that stuff. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm just vibing where I'm at
Beautiful. We
she be
love it.
vibing.
already.
All right.
Brittany,
Last but not least.
Brittany, it is your turn.
It's my turn. I'm so ready.
Are you?
Yeah.
okay,
Brittany,
Didn't sound like
Brittany.
it.
Brittany, someone said that you are probably the kindest soul they've ever met. How do you do it? And do you agree with that statement?
Oof, do I agree with it? I don't wanna sound, like,
No, no, no.
conceited and be
You would
like
not. You would not.
I do know that I am a very kind person.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know, I feel like I just, like, ugh, from a very early age, I feel like I knew that I had a way of making other people happy and by, like, sharing joy, and I think I've just, like, kept that, and so I just love to, like, bring joy to other people in any way, and so I think it comes across as just, like, kind, not that that's a bad thing, but it's just, like, valuing making other people happy and, like, myself happy, whether it's through, like, acts of service or, like, just being happy, I don't know. I feel like I'm
I
rambling.
love that.
Do you ever feel like because you kind of said that it's kind of started from a young age, do you ever feel like you are a people pleaser because you're so kind?
Absolutely. I am very much a people pleaser. But also, like, I, I don't know how much I wanna get into this, not in, like, a just timing ways.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something I worked through a lot in college, though, of, like, I don't have to make other people happy, and I don't have to be everyone's joy, like, it's okay to
Mhm.
show if I'm sad or if I'm angry or if I'm upset, whereas before, like, I never wanted to, and I think it was the people pleaser side of me, so I think I found a better balance of it now where it's just more genuine of, like, I can show all my real emotions, but I can also still, like, try and bring joy to other people's
Yeah.
lives.
That's
Brittany,
beautiful.
Yes.
multiple people have told me that you're their favorite on the podcast,
Oh,
which
no.
rude to say to my face when you're talking on
Oh.
the podcast.
Was it Jacob?
Yes.
Am I Jacob's favorite? Oh, I knew
Yes,
it.
he did say after me, but you're his favorite after me on the podcast. But, is that a weight on your shoulders to be people's favorite?
Everything everything is a weight on my shoulders.
Aw.
No, I don't think so, because I think it goes back to, like, I do love to make people happy, like I was just saying, so, like, I don't know, if I can be
So it
people's
builds your
favorite.
ego.
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
I love attention too, like,
Mhm.
I have realized lately that, like, I truly am a Libra in the sense of, like, I love balance and everything, but I also like attention, and
Uh-huh.
so I'm okay being people's favorite, but yeah, at times I feel like it is a weight, and that's okay.
That's amazing.
It's fine.
Um, okay. This person asked, "What is your workout and diet routine? Your progress is so motivating. Do you feel comfortable sharing with
Yep,
the world?"
and I will say that my routine is taking a shot every week of Ozempic.
I love it.
Technically okay, being technical, I have been on semaglutide for since last October. And so realistically, that is what has helped me tremendously with losing the weight that I have and also just like gaining back a lot of confidence. Like, I don't think you have to look a certain way or be a certain number to have value, whatever. But I have gotten back a lot of my confidence, which I think helps. Past that, though, like I do just kind of generally eat healthy
Mhm.
and, I try and just, like I have this habit tracker app, and I try and just have 2 active hours a week. So opposed to, like, "Oh, every day I'm gonna go to the gym," it's like, I just try and have the week add up to 2 hours, whether that's, like, walks or walking around at work, like, I don't know. But I also diet-wise actually try to stay away from diets as much as I can now.
Yeah.
I won't get into it very much in this episode, a little teaser, but I realized not too long ago that I had an eating disorder. And so getting away from dieting has helped me. So I don't diet, not anymore.
We love the
Yeah, that could
growth.
be our part 2 body image episode.
Then I'll really dive
Mhm.
into it. Come back for more.
Um, Brittany, which of the other Beezies could potentially beat you in a fight? And who do you think you
Oh,
could beat?
I think you could all beat me.
Really?
Really?
I feel like you
Yeah.
could be the
Strong.
strongest out of all of us.
She's a people
Here's
pleaser, so she would
yeah.
just let us win.
You're right, you're
Exactly.
right.
That's the thing is I am strong, like, I know that, but I don't think I could fight, like, legitimately. I don't know.
I think you could just hold us back, like, a couple months ago, listeners, all of us went to the gym and
Oh,
see
yeah.
saw who could do the most on the bench, right? We were
Oh,
doing
Yeah, we
bench
did a
yeah.
bench
presses.
press. I
Brittany
did do
was
a lot.
strong. So
Yeah,
she
I
could,
did
I think,
win.
hold us back. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I could, like, hold someone, but not,
yeah.
like, actually, like, I could not punch somebody.
Like, emotionally, you mean?
Yeah, no, it's
But if
definitely
emotions were taking out of this.
like, if one of you we were walking down the street, nighttime, and
Mhm.
you attacked me, and it
Mhm.
Yeah.
wasn't you, but it
Mhm.
was you.
Yeah. A person that looked
Mhm.
exactly like us and had the
Yeah.
same strength and abilities as us.
I feel like Kenzie would be scrappy, so I think she would beat me up.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know which of you I could take, but that's not the question.
I think Kenzie would be pretty good.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
I think if I needed to, I would, like, claw people's eyes out and pull hair, like, just 'cause
Exactly.
It's the scrappy part.
Exactly. And that's the
Alright, but
part
this is
that's so
about
magic.
Brittany. So, Brittany, I have this is a good question. How has your
Yes.
relationship with yourself changed since getting married?
Oh, so much. I feel like I used to be a very, like, anxious attachment kind of person, like, if you look into attachment styles, and I definitely am, like, way more secure in my relationships now, but also just in myself, because I think, like, Scott is so supportive and reassuring in so many things, and so I think it's helped me be more confident in myself as well, which is, like, so nice, but I also think, like, oddly enough, I'm a little less codependent in some ways now, just because, like, I always know I have him to rely on, so it's not like previous relationships where I was like, "Oh, I don't know where we stand," or anything like
Yeah.
that. And so
Mhm.
having that security, I feel like gives me so much more like confidence and strength in myself too.
Interesting, I love that.
I
Yeah,
love that.
he's great.
Love Scott.
Heart hands to Scott.
What
No,
It's a
I was
heart.
trying to do it's what
So
they do
people
for, like, the
do.
K-pop.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh, is that a heart? Oh, a little heart?
Yeah. There's even
Yeah.
an emoji of it.
That's cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never
Putting
seen
your
that.
index and thumb together to make a heart.
That's adorable.
Wow.
Learn something new every day. Okay, Brittany. Where is your favorite place to go when you need a little break from life?
Um Kind of anywhere that I'm alone. Like, if I'm talking, like, my day-to-day life, then it would be, like, gym, shower, a car ride, just anywhere that I'm alone, I really enjoy. But if we're talking, like, I'm getting out of here, this makes me sad now, but Maui, Hawaii is always my favorite place to
Um,
get
yeah.
out of here, but that's a whole other topic. That is
Yeah.
sad.
Very sad.
Is the place that was affected by fire specifically where your family would always go every
Yep.
year?
Yeah,
Mm,
like that's Lahaina is we our timeshare is about 10 minutes up the
Mm,
coast from it, and that area is fine, but Lahaina, we would, like, spend every night at. So, it is pretty
That's
sad, but
crazy.
yeah.
it's also just so sad to see all the families and, like, everything that people are going through over
yeah.
there, and it's
Yeah,
hard because,
Yeah.
like, we know
absolutely.
people there, and so, like, my mom has been able to reach out to a couple of people and make sure they're, like, safe and stuff, but it's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously. Um,
Sorry to bring it down. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Depressing.
Okay. Are you still best friends with your high school best friend?
No.
R.I.P.
I have some, like, close friends from high school that I am closer to now, I would say, but out of, like, my actual, like, 1 or 2 people I could think of as, like, best friend, we are not, like, close anymore, which is okay. It happens.
Yeah.
I know. So
Um,
sad.
what is something you've learned over the past year?
Oof. Um This is not anything inspirational, but I have learned that I love reading. I hated reading growing up because I was so slow at reading. Like, I was in, like, the special class for people who couldn't read well.
Mm,
Like, that's how bad I was, and so I don't think I actually read a single book all of high school, like, the only book I read was The Fault in Our Stars. Every other book was a Sparks Note version of it and maybe
Really?
2 chapters, yeah. And so last summer I started reading again and I literally read like 2 books this week and I'm like, "That is not me." So, it's fun that I love it.
Would you say that that is your new favorite hobby?
Absolutely.
Or do you have another favorite hobby that you like?
Um, that is honestly, like, I would say my biggest hobby right now. Just because I don't have, like, a ton of time between working full
Mhm.
time and, like, everything else in life, and so prioritizing reading has been one thing. Another thing that I don't do often, but I do enjoy is, like, playing piano or guitar and singing, just, like, for myself, not in any,
Oh,
like, professional way,
Yeah.
but just because it's very, like, stress relieving for me.
Mhm.
I did not know you played
Soothing and
piano.
everything.
I know, I
Yeah.
was just about to say that.
It's a secret hobby.
Wow.
Not very well too, like, I can, but not well.
She's like, "Hot cross buns." I'm just kidding.
Doot, doot, doot.
Okay. Brittany, interpret this question however you would like. But this
'Kay.
person said, Jackson here, what age is best to live in? This could be
Mm,
age or like time period age or
yes.
how you feel.
I
Which
think
ice age?
out of I'm gonna go with a age that you are as a person, and just basing off of my experience, given that I am only 24, almost 25, I really loved being 21. That was
Mm.
such a fun year for me. 'Cause I think, like, I had finished school, but I was still, like, just getting started working in my career, and I don't know. It was just fun. I think it's a good age.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
age you get
yeah.
to live life.
Yep. You have
Mhm.
everything you can do.
You're an official adult, but you can't rent a car.
Yeah, that
Well,
is
you can, but
you just
you
have to
have to
pay an
pay
extra
more.
$25 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is something that people don't know about you that you want them to know about you?
She plays
Oh,
the piano.
yep. I have secret talents. Um, hmm. I think something in my personal life people don't really know is that I am like a really good leader actually, like at work
Mhm.
because of like the roles I've had. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking that nobody knows this, but I think I have really good leadership qualities. So that's what people can know about me.
Yeah.
She's a leader.
Well, that's
And a
one thing
Libra.
too, where if you don't see like, if you don't interact with a person in those settings, you just have no idea what they're like, and so maybe you get overlooked. Maybe you feel like you're
Yeah.
getting overlooked, you know?
I just think my
I will
work
never do that
persona
again.
is different. No. You don't overlook me. Yeah. Work Brit is a little bit different than not work Brit,
Yeah,
and that's okay.
that is okay.
Yeah.
But it's good to know that you're well-rounded and you have so many layers.
Yes. I'm an onion, one that plays piano. So glad to have been on the hot seat.
That was so hot.
It
We had the
was.
hottest questions and the hottest seats
And an earthquake, so
For all the
and an
hottest of
earthquake
listeners.
and the
yes,
hottest
hot
listeners.
hot
Okay,
seats for hot listeners.
I'm so sorry. I've been yawning this entire episode. So if we do put out this video, I'm not bored with the conversation. I'm just a tired girl in
Just
general.
tired.
That's okay.
You know,
She's
somebody on
tired of that.
Instagram said that as well today. That was something I said, "How are you doing?" And they said, "I'm so sleepy today." And by them, I mean Brittany.
I was like,
So
"Who's me?"
so it's
Uh,
Sunday. We're all a little sleepy. We get to all take naps
Yes. I'm sorry to cut
and
it
get a
yeah.
little break.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Remember, no episode next week, but we will be back going forward every Monday. So that's so exciting
Monday.
for all of
Mhm.
you. Mondays
Yeah,
with
Beezy
the
Mondays.
Beezies.
the perfect time to start your
Mhm.
week.
Yeah.
So give us a little rating and review if you feel so kind. Maybe follow us. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Beezie's Podcast. And we love you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.